Hey YouTube, clutch 28. A fun one, but difficult to ID, so don't do this to yourself. But both parents are from a Mimosa line. The dad is an orange Tessera striped, het caramel Enery hypo. And mom is a buff ultramel Tessera striped, het caramel Enery hypo. So the problem is, well, it's not a problem, but everything is at least amelanistic and ultramel, and everything is at least striped, but then they can be Tessera or super Tessera, but you don't see the difference. They can be normal buff or super buff, but you don't see the difference between buff and super buff. And yeah, the Mimosa influence is also quite strong, so they are really colorful looking babies. But yeah, that makes it even more difficult to identify, because is it Mimosa influence, is it buff, is it hypo in the mix? So anyway, I am keeping 2 babies for myself from this clutch, so the best 2 are for me, haha. But the other ones in this video can all be yours, so they are on the morph list. So let's go have a look at the colorful babies. So hold on and sit tight, because all these snakes will look similar and also sound similar. So this is an amelanistic striped, so that's the easiest. And then from them, there it becomes difficult. Well, not difficult, but then here we have an... the first one was a female, by the way. This is also a female. It's an amelanistic Tessera striped, I think. Although it's pretty orange, but I'm thinking it's the Mimosa influence, because the next one is this male, which is an orange Tessera striped. So with buff. Orange is buff plus amelanistic. Then we also have this male, which is male number 2. All of these are also possible hypo, by the way. That can also make the color a bit different, but don't make these difficult combinations, Joshua. That's not smart. And this is a female orange Tessera striped. Then, well, I'm kidding, of course. I do like these to make stuff like this that is just really colorful. But, well, this is what I think a female ultramel Tessera striped. Without buff, without hypo, but with Mimosa influence, because it's not a normal looking ultramel. Then we have this one, which is a male, which I believe is a ultramel buff Tessera striped. And again, they are all possible super buff, possible super Tessera. So this is the same, but as a female. Oh, show yourself. So probably also ultramel buff Tessera striped, female 1 and female number 2. Then we go to the ones with hypo in it. Especially in the eyes, you can see it. I will try to get it in frame. So ultramels have the ruby eye anyway, but with hypo in the mix, it's almost like an amelanistic eye. Not totally, but it's because you have 2 hypo genes working together. So yeah, that's a male ultramel hypo Tessera striped, I believe. Then you can also add buff into the mix. That's a male. This is a female. So I believe this to be ultramel hypo buff Tessera striped. That's female 1 and female 2. Then we go to the caramels. So now it becomes a bit more easy. Well, if they just want to show themselves. So we have this male Mimosa line buff butter Tessera striped. Could be hypo, but that's almost impossible to say. This is a female number 1. And female number 2. And I'm keeping one of these as well, because yeah, they are so bright yellow. I hope it's you can see it. Buff butters are always bright yellow, but these are on a different level. They are really. I'm trying to move around a bit so you can get different lightings or so. But well, if you like neon yellow, well, if you like It's not totally the same, but if you like this yellow, then get this one. And the last one is this, and it's a female gold dust buff tessera striped. Probably no hypo in there, because there's one that's a bit lighter, and that's also one I'm keeping. So that's yeah, a hypo version of this. But this is also, yeah, for gold dust, it is just yeah, a strange, in a good way, a strange color. So, those were it. If you are thinking, hey, where are all the Enerys and Snows? Because the parents were het Enery. You are right, and I don't know. I was just unlucky, because I bred the parents myself, and they come from a ghost male, so they must be het Enery. But yeah, just no Enerys in this clutch. But find them on the morph list. And I know that the morph list is really confusing with many animals, especially with all these big names and stuff. But if you are in doubt or you want to know anything, just pause the video about the animal that you might want to buy or so. Just pause it and send me a screenshot. But please with the timestamp, because then I can see which animal it was. That's basically the only way yeah, I know exactly which animal we are talking about. So if you want to contact me, either yeah, do it with a picture of the morph list or just a screenshot of this YouTube video. That's always fine by me.